What's good, guys, and welcome back to the channel. The video for today is going to be a little bit different. I want to show you guys 3 chords that can help you get started. This is mainly aimed to beginners, and I'm quite sure anybody that's been making beats for a while probably already knows this. But this is for those people who are thinking about maybe starting beats, and maybe they want to do like soul beats or R&B and stuff like that, and you absolutely have no idea where to start. I'm going to show you guys the 3 chords that got me started off. Quick disclaimer, guys, I am not an expert whatsoever when it comes to music theory or anything like that. Everything that I've learned when it comes to chords and chord progression and things like that, it was all by ear. Never did I sit down and actually take any piano lessons. If you don't know what a chord is simply a group of notes played at the same time. That's simple. So the scale we're gonna focus on today, guys, is gonna be the C major scale. Now, when I was a kid, my parents had a gospel song, which was called Go to God in Prayer. And I used to always hum it because I thought it was super soulful sounding. And it went just like this. Go to God in prayer. So if you hum it, it's dun 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 dun. So it's simply this. F, E, D. Now get used to doing that. So next thing you do, you want to go up here and find that root note up here too. Just in the F in a higher octave. So I'm gonna start off showing you guys a 3-note chord. So the root note, skip the white note, skip another white note. There you have it. You got 3-note chord. Then you go down here back to that bass note and you play it together. See how good that sounds instead of just add that bass to it. The part that always troubled me was like, okay, I got this down here. How do I play that up here? And it's pretty much just a shift of the fingers. That's all you're doing. Like when I first saw that, I thought it was gonna be super hard, but again, you just slide down, slide back up. Now let's play it all together. Pretty simple. Again, like I said, just slide down. But instead of just playing a 3-note chord, I want to do 4. Now, see, I got 2 extra fingers right here, and and that's when it really gets that soul vibe. Hitting that F flat, and it really brings it to life. Woo, listen to that. And once again, all you're doing is shifting back down. So now we got 4 notes. Let's play it with the bass notes. Remember, we just shifting our fingers. Super simple. Now, something I would definitely recommend getting if you don't have one is get a sustain pedal. Sustain basically means to hold on to something. And that applies to music theory also, to sustain a note. It's basically to have that note just holding or that chord holding. I believe most DAWs have it where you can automate it and have it sustain, but it's not quite like having full control with an actual sustain pedal. Sustain pedals are like 10 bucks. I got mine off of Amazon for like $12, I believe it was. And it makes a night and day difference where you can really get creative. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Now with a sustain pedal, you do have to release it like on time. Now this is without the sustain pedal. See how it's not sustaining the chords? Now I'm pushing the sustain pedal in with my foot. Now see how it's holding that? Now you can get up here. To me, it creates like this nice flow and motion and everything. Like, it just sounds like beautiful music, what happens. Now, once you're comfortable doing that, then you can kind of start adding in notes using those chords. The trick is one finger still has to be on a note. like I said, keep practicing that. Now that you guys got that down, let's move on and let's create us a nice beat to it. Let's switch that out with the old meditation. All right, so let's go ahead and build on top of that. I want to go ahead and lace that with an electric piano right here using hip rolls. This is actually an electric piano from Logic, and I'm going to play those same exact chords, guys. I was like the phaser and all that on there. And this is just going to make it much more bigger sounding. So let's lay that down. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and spice this thing up with some nice soulful strings in here. So as you see, we got Halion pulled up, and I'm going to be using the ensemble strings. That is super soulful, super soulful. So let's put us a nice soulful bell in this track. For the bell, we're gonna be using Reason Rack. Reason has a lot of nice bells in here. Like this Glock bell in here is super nice. So if you guys been following the channel, you already know how I love to brag about Trillion and the Rickenbacker bass and Native Instruments. Like those are my go-to basses, VSTs that I love to use. Trillion being #1 and the Rickenbacker bass being #2. But because I don't use Logic that much, I'm just now realizing how dope their studio stock basses are. Now this is the default preset right off the bat. As soon as I open it up, you can hear the character, like it sounds super nice. Kind of shocked me because like I said, I'm not used to using this, and I'm seeing that it's a bunch of different other ones in here, but we're gonna stick with this one. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some vocals in this track. I'm gonna go ahead and use hot vocals once again. I used this in like 2 other videos, I think it was. I found this one called Do You Love Me? 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 and bounce those in place. So that sounds pretty dope. I'm gonna probably do some filtering, add some phaser to that to add a nice little effect to it. All right, y'all, so I was cruising through here and I found, this is by the same company, it's called Leap. It's called R&B Licks, and I found this little guitar lick right here called Am Summer Love. It's just like a guitar lick. Sounds super fire. And as you guys can see, I didn't have to do any tuning. It was like already in the exact key for this, so I figured let's throw it in here. And I'm gonna definitely render it down to like a wave so I can add some delay onto it so it can kind of have an extra delay at the end of it, because if I just leave it as it is, see how it kind of repeats, so I don't want it looping up like that. That's pretty much it, and I'm gonna bounce that down to a wave file. Add some... Strangely, I like to use the vocal with waves. I don't know why I like doing this. The reverb in this is like super nice. I know y'all probably think it's weird, but I like using it sometimes on like guitars. Where is it at? Slap up that to a quarter. So we got a nice, see how it's rolling off there? And I can actually loop that up. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, add that right here. And let's play it with just the piano. Woo! That sound fire. That sound crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some drums on this track. I'm actually using some drums out of Contact. This is part of the Play series. It's by Kareem Riggums. Kind of gives you a preview, or you can go down here and play it individually. All right, guys, so it's about that time we get all of this tracked out. I think the track sounds amazing. We definitely gonna pitch it up because I want to play around with that pitch to see what it's gonna sound like. I think it's definitely gonna probably sound fire, but I think it sounds good where it's at right now. But enough talking, and let's hop right back into it so you guys can check out what this finished beat is about to sound like. Let's go. All right, Producer Life family, that wraps up today's beat making video. Hopefully this video helped anybody out there taking their first step into, trying to learn the basics of just some simple chords, and that can help you get started. Hopefully I did that. I tried my best to explain it as the best I could. I tried to make sure I was very clear and precise with everything that I was saying. Hopefully I was able to relay that message to you guys very clearly and precise. But overall, if you guys enjoyed this beat making video, go ahead and give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and do all that good stuff. And if you guys have not subscribed, please make sure you do, because I will be coming back once again this upcoming week with another beat making video. I want to thank everybody out there for watching and kicking it with your man Big Boy Tracks right here at Producer's Life. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.